Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Clean Slate podcast. My name is KD. I am a video editor. It's a different take for me because typically I am behind a computer, but now I'm in front of the camera. But I am here to share my experiences with you, my testimony with you. This is about to be a journey, so bear with me. But I decided to name this podcast Clean Slate because there was a time in my life where I felt heavily uncleaned. I felt shame and guilt, and there wasn't a sponge big enough to wipe all of these things off of me, like the guilt and the shame, the distress, the fear. I just did not feel good in myself. So that's why at the beginning of the podcast, in the intro, you see the word that's scribbled out, because God has made a huge change in my life where I was able to start a clean slate. And so this is the reason why I decided to name this podcast Clean Slate. If you can relate, you are welcome to follow me for more of my story. This is just an intro episode to give you an idea of what this podcast is about. Essentially, I will be sharing my testimony, and I want to use my testimony to talk about topics that we tend to neglect in the community. I've lived a lot of experiences that were fairly difficult, but I'm opening up about them because one of the things that I've realized really helped me at the beginning of my healing journey was to just listen to somebody else who lived what I've lived, who has a similar story than mine, and it really helped me. So I believe that we do not talk enough about what's going on in our communities, about the issues that are going on in our communities, that we tend to hide them, that we tend to remain silent on them, and a lot of people are suffering as a result in their own corner. And so the objective of this podcast is really to make you know that you're not alone, because I've felt like that for a very long time. And for you to, through my experiences, be able to try and navigate through yours. Maybe not try to repeat the same mistakes I've made, to share some insight, to share some knowledge. Disclaimer, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a doctor. I do not have all the answers. And I strongly believe in those resources, and to be able to get some of those resources to help with your healing journey. But I strongly believe that sharing my testimony is a start. It's an open door for you to be able to start your journey. Another disclaimer is that a lot of my journey is faith-based. I wouldn't be here, I wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for God. And so my faith is very intertwined with my story. And in the Bible, essentially, you have testimonies, and you have stories, and you have the word. You have principles that we have to follow. If we only had the principles, it would be hard for us to be connected, but God made sure to implement those stories so that we could be blessed and recognize that there are other people that have gone through what we have gone through, that we're not just following principles, but there is a reward, there is a goal to following those principles. And so if you don't know God, you might think this page is not for you. This is not me telling you to go away. I believe that you might be looking for something, and you might find some insight by staying on this page. So bear with me, stick around, and maybe you'll find something that you were looking for. I recognize that this page is not for everybody. I recognize that this is not for everybody, but I really want to help that person that's looking for hope and is able to find it through this experience. Looking forward to spending time with you. In the next episodes, I'll share more about my story, about who I am, about my journey, and I'm looking forward to spending that time with you. Definitely feel free to subscribe, share this page, comment on this page. I want to interact with you. I want to hear from you. And I'm looking forward to spending more time with you. In the meantime, it's never too late to start with your clean slate. God bless.